Hello students, good afternoon. Welcome back our channel, and this is Rajeshwari Mishra. We are covering the addressing topic, and the rest addressing topic we will cover. But before going to that rest topic, let's take a brief idea of previous topic. That is, the first one is what is addressing mode, and then the various types. And in various types, first is immediate addressing mode, then second is direct addressing mode, and third is register addressing mode. In direct addressing mode, the memory location of the address is stored within that x, and x points to 1000, and within 1000 we have to find the consecutive value. In register addressing mode, what happens, direct the address is given, and within that address we have to find out our consecutive value, and that value will be stored to the CPU register, that is R1. Then comes to our fourth addressing, that is indirect addressing. Before going to the indirect addressing, we should know what are the terms and conditions, or what are the brief idea of the indirect addressing mode. In indirect addressing mode, what we should know, the address of the variable is stored. That means the variable address, the address of the variable is stored, and the variable contains the content. Second point, the variable contains the content. It contains the content. These are the 2 points of the indirect addressing mode. Okay. Then comes to our example. That means move R0 to P, comma P. Sorry, to comma P. Move R0, comma P. That means here we can say that the P contains the address of the X. That means X contains one content, and P contains the address of the X. That means here in memory. Before going to our this example, we should know this. This is of two type. That means the type 1 is memory indirect, and the type 2 is register indirect. In memory indirect, what happened? In memory indirect, the first it will go to the P. That means here in memory it will go to the P. P contains one address. Suppose it contains 1010, but it will not stop here. It will go to that address point, that means 1010. In 1010 we found that one value is contained. What's that value? That 5. This is X, the value of X. This is 5. So that we can say that P contains the address of X. That means P contains the address. Which address? 1010. This is the address of the X, but what the X contain? The value is P. That means this P is stored to the CPU register. This means R0. Here we can say that all the things can be done within memory. That means in memory, first we should go to that point, that means P. P contains that value, address value 1010. After that we should go to the 1010 value, or that address 1010. Here we can find that value, this 5, and 5 is stored to R0. That means here the indirect address of the P, indirect address means 1010, but this is not the address of the P. P contains 1010. P goes to the 1010. That means the address of X. That means P contains the indirect address. Here we have mentioned that P contains the address of X. This means the contents. X contain the 5, and P go to the address of the X. Clear? Then the second type is the indexed addressing. The index addressing means the second type is register indirect. The second type is register indirect. Register indirect means here all thing can be happened through a register. No need to define a variable like p. No need to define a variable like p. That means here we are defining a register. That means a CPU register that contains a address. This is 1010. Directly we'll go to that 1010, and here one in address 1010 5 is there. This means 5 is stored in Rx, another register. Move Rx comma R1. That means the address value define this, and in this address a value is stored, and this value is this value is stored to the register Rx, and this is only done through the register. That means this is register indirect. Clear? The next is indexed addressing. Indexed addressing means here the array elements are accessed, and if A is an array, okay, no need to bother about the points. We should formulate a formula that suppose AI equal to base address plus offset. This is the A of I. Okay, do not worry about the base address, what is the starting address, and offset is number of position to skip. This is only a formula. Okay, later on we will describe that. Okay, let us come to this diagram. Suppose this is a memory location, and here the memory location, I have sorted an array. I have sorted an array. Generally the arrays cannot be sorted like this, but randomly I have sorted like this. Suppose there are 6 elements in array: A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 3, and A of 4, and A of 5. In A of 0, 1 is here, and here 5, 7, 3, 2, 6. What we have done? The formula is A of I equal to base of address plus offset. Base of address means starting address, and the offset means the number of positions the user wants to, or the programmer wants to skip. Here we can formulate that. Suppose an instruction: move R1 comma BR plus 5. That means BR means the base address of the array. R means the CPU register, and 5, what the 5 signifies? 5 signifies the offset. Offset means the how much position the user or the programmer wants to skip. That means, okay, everyone should know why the offset is required in this addressing, indexed addressing mode. Offset is required, or why the indexed addressing mode is required. Why this is indexed addressing mode is very important. Sometime a user wants to traverse the ith element of an array. ith element of an array. So what happened? We have to formulate this formula. So we have to add the base address and the offset. That means the user wants to, how much position wants to skip. This is added, and this value will be stored in R1. So what happens here? Here the base address. Suppose this is the base, and this points to A of 0. A of 0 means the value is 1, and 5 means it has to skip 5 position: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last, that means the user or programmer wants to traverse or show the 6th element of the array. That means this. So we have to add the base address, and we have to skip the 5 element in array, and finally this will be added 1 plus 6, and this addition will be go, or the result will be go to the register R1. This is a CPU register. This means here in indexed addressing we can show, or we can traverse the ith element of an array. So this is very important addressing. Next, the auto increment mode. Auto increment mode, within that we should know the contents are incremented by register increment, and second, it is denoted by r, parenthesis of r, and outside one plus sign. That means what happens? The contents are incremented by register increment. After the significant of plus sign, the register is incremented. Like this, the contents are also incremented, and it is denoted by r plus, parenthesis of r plus. That means, suppose move r1 comma 1010, add accumulator, AC means accumulator, comma r1 plus. This means R1 signifies the address 1010. 1010 means, here suppose this is the memory location, this is the address 1010. First go to the address 1010. Move that, this means move R1 comma R0. This means we will go to R1010. 1010. We'll go to the 1010. After that, add AC comma R1 plus. This means the R1 plus means R1 equal to R1 plus 1. The next position, suppose in C programming sometimes we write add AC comma R1 and R1 equal to R1 plus 1. Suppose we are taking another example like A equal to B plus C, C equal to C plus 1. Here what does the C mean? C is changing, that means C plus means C equal to C plus 1. C is changing. According to that, the value of the A is changing also. That means the value of C is changing. According to that, the value of A is changing. Like this, add accumulator comma R1. The R1 equal to R1 plus R1. So that we'll jump to the next address, that is 1010. First we'll put to the accumulator 10. Okay, after that we'll jump to the next position, as because R1 plus, that means R1 plus R1, the next address contains the value this 5. The 10 plus 5 will be added and the result will be 15. But after that, R1 plus, that means it will go to the next address 1012, that means 6. The 15 plus 6, that means 21. After that, R1 plus, that means 8. The 8 will also be added to the accumulator, that means 29. After that, the next address 1014, that means the content is 2, that means it will be also added, that means the final result is 31. It will go to the accumulator. Clear? So what happens? The auto increment mode, we can briefly say that it can give the addition of a definite group, or it can work like a loop and it can give a addition a definite group, so that finally we can find a result and it will stored to the accumulator, that is AC. Okay, the last addressing mode is displacement addressing mode. Displacement addressing mode is, it is the combination of the direct addressing and the register indirect addressing, and also we can say that a powerful addressing mode, and it is of two types. Type 1 relative addressing scheme and type 2 base addressing scheme. Relative addressing scheme, suppose here the address is 1001 and here a variable, suppose x1, and here one statement JC. JC means jump conditional, that means conditional jump. Here another address is 1050 comma x1, and add, after the 3 statement add r1 comma 5. That means we can find out the target address. The target address means here the x1 will jump to the 100 to the 1050. That means the target value the target value is 1050 minus 1001, that is 49. This is the relative addressing scheme. That means here we can use the conditional jump. One address to another address, the value will be jumped. This is the relative addressing scheme. Second type is base addressing scheme. Base addressing scheme means effective address. We can formulate the effective address equal to A plus B. What does the A mean? A means the address field that contains suppose an offset, and B means base register that holds the memory location. Suppose the base register BR, suppose it holds the memory location. Suppose the memory location is 1010. This is the memory location 1010, but A contains the address field contains the offset. Suppose we are assuming here the offset, that means the number of position we want to skip. Suppose here we want to skip 1000, that means 1010 plus 100, that means we will reach the address. What address? 2010. Here this address is 2010. But this is not the effective address 2010. Here we have to find out the consecutive value. The consecutive value is, here it contained the 15, and this 15 is contained to the effective address. That means the effective address is 15. That means the 15 is stored in the data, or the result is 15. This is the type 2, the base addressing scheme. These are our 7 addressing types. And if you guys have any type of doubts and any type of queries, then you should or you can surely contact with me. Thank you, and please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.